like a Hellcat.
Good morning to all of you. I hope you are enjoying your study online. So, dear students, today we are going to start a new topic, and that is letter writing. So, in this part, we will come to know what is a letter and about the types of letter, about the formats of letter, and then we will learn letter to editor today in this part 1 video, and that will be continued in other parts of the videos. You are requested to see the full videos to understand or to get a better understanding of letter writing. So we are coming on to the topic of letter writing. So first of all, we should know what a letter is. What is a letter? A letter is a written message that can be handwritten or printed on a paper. Letters are an effective means of communication in spite of the advent of modern technologies like cell phones, SMS, MMS. Letters hold the most effective means of communication. It is usually sent to the recipient either by mail or by post in an envelope. So we have come to know what is a letter. कि letter क्या है? It is a written message that can be handwritten and may be printed on the paper. Letters are effective means of communication, and though in the world when the technology have got a great development, and there is availability of cell phones, SMS, MMS, but still it is the effective means of communication. Now come to the kinds of the letter, the types of letter. There are two types of letter. The first one is formal letters and the second one is informal letters. So first we will study the formal letters. What is formal letter? Formal letter है क्या? These letters follow a certain pattern and are written in formal situation. They are strictly kept professional. These letters are written to organizations, firms, government authorities, editors, and school authorities, etc. The purpose of a formal letter is related to work, business, permissions, etc. Formal letter उस प्रकार के लेटर को कहते हैं जिसमें जो ऑलमोस्ट प्रोफेशनल क्वालिटी के लेटर होते हैं, और आइदर ये ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस को लिखे जाते हैं, फॉर्म्स को लिखे जाते हैं, गवर्नमेंट अथॉरिटीज को लिखे जाते हैं, एडिटर्स को लिखे जाते हैं, और साथ ही साथ स्कूल अथॉरिटीज इत्यादि को भी लिखे जाते हैं. इसका पर्पस, इसका उद्देश्य फॉर्मल लेटर का जो है, दैट इज रिलेटेड टू बिजनेस, परमिशन, वर्क, etc. So now come to the second form of letter, that is called informal letters. Informal letters are different from formal letters, though the formal letters we have seen that forms a part of official letters, business letter, etc. But informal letters, these are personal letters. These are written to friends and relatives and other acquaintances. These letters contain personal information and are written conversation. इस लेटर में, इस प्रकार के पत्र में पर्सनल इंफॉर्मेशन, व्यक्तिगत सूचनाओं का आदान प्रदान होता है. ये इसको रिटन कन्वर्सेशन भी कहते हैं. ये बातचीत का लेटर होता है. These are generally written to friends, acquaintances and relatives. ऐसे पत्र जो है या इधर जो है अपने मित्रों को लिखे जाते हैं, अपने रिलेटिव्स को लिखे जाते हैं, जाने पहचाने लोगों को लिखे जाते हैं. These are most expressive, emotional and after all it is personal. Then see the components of letter. When you write a letter, what are the things that should be all added in the format of letter? So actually the letter consists of almost 8 parts. There are 8 parts of the letter that are mentioned. Sender's address, that means address of the writer of the letter, followed by the date, that is the date of writing the letter. It is followed by the receiver's name and address, the person to whom the letter is being written, his name and address is to be mentioned. Then salutation, dear friend, respected mother, respected father, dear sir, etc. Whatever will be applicable to the situation, the salutation will be used. Then comes the subject. Subject, that is reason for writing the letter. In this we mention the reason why we are writing the letter, कि हम पत्र को क्यों लिख रहे हैं, उसके बारे में जो होता है वो subject कहलाता है. That is called subject. Body of the letter is the main part of letter. This part includes the description of the contents. It consists of 3 paragraphs. Then comes subscription. This is leave taking note. It depends upon the relationship between the writer and the addressee, the writer and the recipient. And then the last component comes the signature of the writer. See, in this section we will come to the letters to editors. And letters to editors of newspaper or magazine, this forms an important part of the paper because it voices the opinion of people and provides them a platform to express their agreement, disagreement or reaction to the news and views contained in the newspaper. So these letters, the letters to editors, raise issue of social, political and economic interest, and these letters usually center around the public reaction. So that is why the letters are written to the editors of the newspaper. And see the format of the letter what will be. Now come to the format of the letter to editors. First of all, at the top of the letter it will be sender's address. Either you write your own address or the address given in the question paper. You may write the sender's address, examination hall, if you are writing in the examination or writing for examination purpose. Then comes date of writing, the editor, the name of the newspaper and address of the newspaper. After that, salutation, dear sir, dear madam. Then comes the subject, the reason for writing the letter, body of the letter consists the main part of the letter, and this will consist of 3 paragraphs, and after body the leave taking, subscription, and that will be followed by the name of the writer of the letter. So one letter has been written as an example. See, I hope this will help you in better understanding how to write letter to editor. So see the address mentioned at the top, that is Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalaya, Rohtas, Bihar, and after that date is given 12 August 2020. So I want to give you a tip here that the name of the month should be mentioned in letters, not in digits. Date should be in digit, year should be in digit, but the month should be in letter or as a word. The editor and the name of the newspaper is mentioned here. Address is also mentioned, Times of India, Bahadur Shah Jafar Marg, New Delhi, 111002. After that, dear sir, as salutation, or dear madam, whatever you want to write. If you know that there is a female editor, but it is better to stick to dear sir if you don't know anything about the person who is on that post. So dear sir is given here, then subject, the reason of writing the letter, that is given here, mentioned here, improving the living condition of the slum dwellers. Slum dwellers के living condition के बारे में ये लेटर है कि कैसे उसको improve किया जाए. So when we have started the letter, it is through the esteemed column of your widely circulated daily. So it is mentioned here, and usually we write like this, that this is a polite way to say something. If you say something good about the newspaper, they will be impressed, though a little bit. So the first line is mentioned here as through the esteemed column of your widely circulated daily, I would like to draw the attention of the authorities to appalling living conditions of the slum dwellers. The pathetic condition of the slum dwellers, the pathetic condition in which they are living, have made their survival difficult and unbearable. वो जो लिविंग कंडीशंस है स्लम ड्वेलर्स का, वो इतना खराब है कि उनके सर्वाइवल को डिफिकल्ट बना दिया है और असहनीय बना दिया, अनबियरेबल बना दिया. There is no drainage system, no lights, there are huge garbage dumps. These slums lack the basic civic amenities. इस प्रकार से हम देखते हैं कि फर्स्ट पैराग्राफ में जिस चीज के बारे में हम लिख रहे हैं, तो उस प्रॉब्लम को इंट्रोड्यूस करते हैं, उसको मेंशन करते हैं फर्स्ट पैराग्राफ में. सेकंड पैराग्राफ में सी what has been written. These slums in city are getting overcrowded. The reason is mentioned. Getting overcrowded also due to migration of the people towards cities. This is due to the lack of job opportunities and poverty in villages. What is the reason? The slum area of the city is getting overcrowded, crowded and crowded and crowded. So the reason is mentioned here. So see the last paragraph that has been written here. You are free to give suggestions to improve the condition of the slum dwellers. That is why it has been written here. I would like to suggest that state government should create more job opportunities, bring change in the government policies, and provide better infrastructure to check the mass migration. Sanitation and health sector also need serious attention. NGOs should come forward and lend their support by adopting few villages. Yours faithfully, XYZ. So we have seen what needs to be written in a letter to editor, and I hope that you might have understood the content of letter writing, starting what is a letter, the kinds of letter, types of letter, what is formal letter, what is informal letter, and then letter to editors. So if you like the videos, then you can subscribe it, share it, and don't forget to press the bell icon so that when the new video will be released, you will get the notification of that. So once again, thank you all for watching this video. Keep it watching. I hope that this will help you in better understanding of the dealt topic, whichever video you will see. So once again, thank you for watching. Thank you all.
Hellcat.